Okay. So we're going to talk about how to break those challenges, how to use tools, very simple tools, to try and create a better user experience that will cater to more people that speaking different languages. My name is Boaz. I'm a technical evangelist from AWS, from the local team here in Israel, and I'm super happy to talk to you today and present you the different solutions we have. We're going to do some demos, so get your phones ready. And let's talk a bit about how did we get where we are. And I think we mentioned it a lot today, the advance of NLP in the last few years. Several years ago, when we were trying to do NLP, trying to understand people, what they're saying, convert it into something that we can act on, the results and the quality was very, very low. And if you look at this graph, when we were talking several years ago, at the beginning of 2010, we had an accuracy of about 70%. And 70% is not good enough experience for people to talk to a machine. And this is something that is changing very, very fast in the last few years. And projects like the project that was just introduced by Intel and many, many others all around the world are changing the quality of those services and allowing us to start using NLP to talk to machines. I think one of the most common, and I think I saw it in 3 different presentations today, so I'm just going to bring Alexa again. But Alexa changed dramatically the way we talk to machines. More than 100 million devices were sold, and today you can do tons of things with Alexa with voice. And there are more than 80,000 skills out there that allow you to do all kinds of things, very interesting things, from ordering pizza or Uber or checking your balance with United Airlines, or ask Alexa to bark as a dog. Why, I don't know, but somebody wrote this skill and people are... Yeah? That was me? Okay, good. That was him. Blame the guy in the back. And actually, we today see a lot of different use cases for language and chatting with people and providing them enterprise digital assistance and personalization in many different ways and forms and localization, which is super important to our customers. And many of our customers coming to AWS and ask us to provide them the knowledge that we have, to share with them what we built for Amazon, so they will be able to build something similar. And we actually provide a very large set of services and frameworks for somebody to build his own system. So, for example, if you want to start from scratch, train your own model, use the latest hardware, you can use our machine learning framework and infrastructure, run on the latest and greatest machines, powered by the most powerful GPUs out there, supported by any framework, any language. Just train your own model, create whatever you want. If you need some help from us to still stay in the domain of creating your own models, creating your own machine learning services, we can provide you services with Amazon SageMaker. And Amazon SageMaker is a great tool for you to prepare your data, train it, and then run your models in production. And you can actually decide which part of this service you would like to use. So if you would like to use our infrastructure for training, that's great. And then you can take your model and run it in-house. Or if you have already trained your own model and you're just looking for a place to host it, to make large-scale inference, you can do it on top of our platform with SageMaker, and that's fine as well. I want to concentrate in the top level. And we've been talking a lot about integrating machine learning and chatbots and language services into your application by creating your own model, by using libraries, by using third-party services that you can integrate into your product. We provide a full list of services that we call the AI services that are taking common tasks from the machine learning domain and converting them into a very simple to use services. And specifically, I want to talk in this talk, in the 5 minutes I have, about services that are related to language and how they can help us to solve language barriers. So we have speech services and language services and chatbots, and I want to present to you some of their capabilities. So first of all, Amazon Polly is a great text-to-speech engine. Amazon Polly will allow you to take any text and convert it into sound, and you can do pretty crazy things with Polly. So I'm using this code, which is a SSML. It's just a markup language with some instructions to how to say something. And this will translate to something like that. I hope I have sound for my computer.
Here's my little secret. I killed Mufasa.
And this is my version for Lion King. And this is something you can do today with Polly, adding instructions for speaking very, very slowly and breathing during the talk, and many other things. And Washington Post are using this service to take their articles and convert them into sound. So today you can listen to articles on the Washington Post instead of reading them. So if you're driving or jogging or can't read, you can use this service and convert all your text into voice. Translate, we do translation services, and once again, a super simple service supporting 25 languages and all the different combinations between them. Very fast, very close to real time. We're going to do a demo in a second and I'll show you how it works. And it will allow you to use it in 2 or 3 lines of code. And you're just sending text in one language, you don't need to say even what's the source of the language, and you're going to get a translation on the other end. And if I'm taking a very simple website I built, you can actually check it. It's called translate.boaz.cloud, and this website has my very short resume in English and English only. I can, with the click of a button, translate it right now to Russian. There should be a Russian speaker in the audience, right? And somebody said that he speaks Chinese, so here's my Chinese version, and I have no idea what's written there in Chinese, and this is the Hebrew. And all of them are happening in real time. I'm not caching anything, I'm just creating this demo to show you how fast it is. And actually I have a very interesting story about this translation. When I started for the first time, for those of you that read Hebrew, it said that Boaz Ziniman matif techni. Matif is an evangelist in Hebrew, but it's not a really describe what I do. So I decided to use custom vocabulary and tell him how would I like Evangelist to be translated. And you can do many other things with those tools in a very simple way with just a few lines of code. And we're going to do another demo in a minute as well that you're going to be part of it. And Amazon Lex, which is a very, very close relative of Alexa, will allow you to build your chatbots in the same way that you use other machine learning services, and then with just few clicks and few lines of code that will actually go and fulfill your chat, you can build something like booking an hotel in just 10 or 20 minutes. And those tools are making our lives much easier. Those tools allow us to build very sophisticated solutions. And I thought about something that I really, really liked since I was a kid. Are you familiar with the concept of bubblefish? Nobody? Yes, of course you are. So bubblefish is a concept from The Hijacker's Guide to the Galaxy of Douglas Adams that is basically talking about a device you put inside your ear, and then people are talking to you in any language and you hear the language that you understand. Amazing, right? And we can actually build a bubblefish with those services today. So let's say we have somebody that is speaking in English, and we'll take this voice and transcribe it into text, translate this text into Russian, and then say it in Russian by using Polly. So what do you think? I built a bubblefish? Almost. I actually built a bubble chat. So if you have your mobile phone with you, you can scan this QR code or just go to chat.boaz.cloud. And then I'm going to tell you what I want you to do from this page. I'm actually going to use my cell phone to take part in this chat. But in general, what it does, and I hope you're already speaking, this is my chat room. And I can change the language of the chat to any language. I will put it in English because I think most of you are speaking English. And I'm going to talk inside this room right now in Hebrew. And hopefully you're going to join me as well and talk in any language that you know. Just 1 second, typing with one hand is challenging. Okay, so I just sent something in Hebrew, and it was just translated to hope you enjoyed. And as you can see, there are people talking in different languages. What you see in the brackets is the original, so somebody says something in German, and I guess there was something in Spanish over there. If you keep talking in English, it won't translate, but just for fun, I'm going to switch to Arabic. And suddenly everything that he's going to write to me is going to be translated to Arabic. So just think about the options of this thing and what you can do with something that you can keep chatting, by the way. I'm just going back to my presentation, but the chat is open. And you can now open a support center based on chat with people speaking only one language as your support representatives and provide service globally for anybody all around the world, doesn't matter which language you speak. And this is super simple to implement. It includes only several services of AWS, hosting your website, running some Lambda functions, serverless Lambda functions for the translation engine and storing your data, and eventually using a very, very simple API to call the translation engine. And this is something that took me several hours to create, and this is just a mock-up, of course. But remember that you have tons of other services to choose from, and that you can create those very, very simple applications in just few hours and get into a new audience, get your product out to more people, and this is something that today is much more easier to do. Because this is a chatbot summit, I have a QR code here that will allow you to get into my chatbot in Facebook and rate this talk. So if you like this talk, please use this QR code and let me know what you thought about it. This is a chatbot created with Lex, so you can see the experience. Thank you very much.